Welcome back. In this video, we're going to go over how to set up your MyOpenMath account and then look at some of the features of MyOpenMath that you're going to use in this course. So the first thing that you want to do is go to myopenmath.com and you should get a page that looks like this one. If you've used MyOpenMath before, then you can probably skip a lot of this, but you will need to know how to register for this specific course. If you want to use the same login and password that you used before, then you can type in that username and password and then log in, and then you'll see how to add this course separately. For most people, and something you can do even if you've used MyOpenMath before, is just create a whole new account. So we're going to do that. So we're going to click down here on register as new student. And then this is much like you've done 1,000 times before when creating an account, such as an email account or other account on a website. So pick out a username, your choice there. Use only numbers, letters, or the underscore. Pick out a password. Enter the password a second time. Enter your first name and last name. In here, please make sure to put your first name in the first name spot and your last name in the last name spot. That helps me keep things organized. It will be helpful to me if you use whatever name you use or that COD has for you in WebAdvisor. If you have some other name that you would like to be called, then you could put that name that you'd like to be called first, and then whatever your official COD name is after that. Okay, just so that I can help keep straight my MyOpenMath information and what's on WebAdvisor, the official roster. Okay, enter an email address next. Make it an email address that you actually check. Sometimes I'll send messages through Canvas, other times through MyOpenMath. And so if I send a message such as, okay, there's no class or no office hours tomorrow, or as some assignments due date has been extended, I may send it through MyOpenMath. And so we'll go to that email address that you have entered here. Okay, up to you whether you want to know via email when you get a in MyOpenMath message or not. You have to be 13 years old or older. You have to check the box saying that you've read the terms of use. And then the next thing that you need is the course ID, which identifies this particular course, and that is 155527. That'll identify this particular course. The enrollment key you can leave blank. If you do any of this stuff wrong, like somehow the username is taken or you entered 2 different passwords or something of that sort, it's going to come back and complain at you until you get everything fixed. Click sign up, and then the MyOpenMath should take you straight into the course. And so let me show you how that will look. Okay, once you're inside MyOpenMath, you will see a screen that looks something like this. You probably will not have a block that says courses you're teaching. You will have a block that says courses you're taking, and one of those should say Math 54 Fall 2022. So here, of course, for me, it's under courses I'm teaching, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And then your student view should look something like this. So as with Canvas, there's nothing that you can break by clicking on stuff, so feel free to click and explore and look around the system if you like. Messages, if you want to send a message to me about something, you can through here. Forums, explore that if you like. Calendar, you can click on calendar, although it's kind of on the main page here anyways, you probably don't need to click on that. Course map, up to you to click that. Gradebook, of course, is going to be where your grades will be once you have some, and then log out is does just what you think it does. If you need help using MyOpenMath, click on that. Across the top is a repeat of some of the exact same things. Switch course if you somehow have more than one course, messages, and then all of those same options that were down the left side are also repeated across the top. Okay, you won't have the view instructor, student, and quick rearrange. That I have because I'm teaching the class. This drop down here, your name should appear here in this little triangle drop down. When you click on it, there should be an option to log out there as well. Okay, down the middle of the screen, you will see our calendar. And so far, you can see that there's something for the 30th that is it says intro and then HWK for homework also on the 30th. So those are the due dates for the assignments. Notice that here, even though it says the 30th, that doesn't mean that you have to wait until the 30th to work on it. If it shows here, it's available now. The date that it's showing is the date that it's due. So you could work on the introduction assignment and the homework assignment now, anytime up to 11:59 p.m. on the 30th. Okay, continuing downward. A little welcome message you've potentially already seen. MyOpenMath has the same kind of setup that Canvas has with the little triangles to tell you whether a menu is opened or closed. I'm going to click on the course information block and open that. You'll notice that the triangle is now pointing downward. The syllabus is here, so you don't have to separately go back to Canvas to access the syllabus if you want. Our textbook is here. I'll click on that in a minute to show you the textbook. And then that first assignment that says Intro to MyOpenMath, it's due on the 30th at 11:59 p.m. You can access it by clicking on this link here, as well as clicking on it in the calendar. So you can open an assignment in multiple ways, either from the calendar or scrolling down to the block that contains that assignment. Okay, so we'll take a look at that assignment here in a second. Down below that, there's a little bit so far for chapter 1. Our first section, of course, is 1.1 on the introduction to whole numbers. That's the intro assignment that you see also listed on, actually, that is a little confusing. Intro is Intro to MyOpenMath. That's the first one. The homework one is the 1.1 Introduction to Whole Numbers. Okay, sorry, there's two intros there. Okay, so there's that. And then below that, chapter 1, key terms, concepts review. This is just the usual kind of, at the end of the chapter on every math book, there's summary stuff with review exercises. That's what you're seeing right here. Okay, so then as far as assignments go, the intro to MyOpenMath, let me click on that. It's going to tell me, okay, how many points there are. It's going to remind me when it's due. Let me push start. This assignment is basically just teaching you how to enter in, answers in MyOpenMath and how to work with the system. So here, answer blocks, up here at the top where it says question 1, there's a drop down. You don't have to do the problems in order. You can do them in any order you like. Let's say for some reason I want to go to question 6. I can switch straight to question 6 if I'd like. But no, I don't think I feel like doing that either. So the other way to navigate through questions is through this kind of left arrow, right arrow, less than, greater than sign thing. So we can do that to answer questions. So here, this one looks nice and easy. Here, sometimes entering an equation or problem will have multiple solutions. When there are multiple solutions, you can list them separated by a comma. For example, if the solutions were 5 and 10, you'd enter 5, 10. Okay, try it now by listing all the positive even numbers less than 10. So all the positive even numbers less than 10 would be 2, 4, 6, 8, and that's it. We'll push submit question. Okay, when you get a question right, it's going to tell you your score on that question at the top and also give you a little green check mark. So we've gotten that question right. On the drop down, you can see that next to question 8, instead of having a blue circle, I've got the green check marks. That means that question is finished. Okay, let me go on to some other question that looks fun. Not many of these look fun. Let's try question 2. Okay, how to enter fractions. Okay, so here, notice on this one, because the answer is, instead of being a list of numbers, it's an actual math expression, 11 over 22. When you click the answer box, this context menu is going to come up and show you how to enter some symbols. What's relevant here is fraction stuff. So we're going to click this fraction template, and then I'll enter 11 in the top, and then 22 in the bottom. Okay, so that's not bad. Here it says enter for part B, enter 7/14 in reduced form. 7/14 would reduce to 1/2. So let's make that 1/2. And then here enter 11 plus 13/14 as a mixed number. That would be 11 and 13/14. But I want to show how this looks if it's wrong. So let me just type 11, okay, which is wrong. Okay, when you get one wrong, it's here, see it says 6.67 out of 10 points. Instead of getting the green check mark, I've gotten a red X. Okay, and that's it. All right, so there's that. I can correct my answer on this one. Some problems you'll have multiple attempts, other ones you will not. This one you have more than one attempt, so let me fix it. It should be 11 and 13/14. All right, so now I fixed it. I've gotten full credit on it. Okay, I think I'm done with this assignment for now. I know I haven't finished it, but I'm going to push done. And when I push done, it tells me what progress I've made so far. And I can either push resume up top here and go back into it, or exit to quit the assignment altogether. I think I feel like quitting right now. Okay, the assignments you can work on little by little up until when they're due. You have like a few minutes before work or whatever, you can get on MyOpenMath and do a little work. You don't have to do all of it all at once. That said, you don't want to leave it, of course, all for the night that it's due either. And also, you don't have to separately do something to submit the assignment. There's no separate turn it in or submit button. I can get in and look at your grade on an assignment at any time, so you don't have to do anything to turn it in. It's just there. Okay, so that was that intro assignment, the introduction to whole numbers assignment. Let's take a look at that. 23 points possible. Let's start that. Okay, so let's see what would be something short to do. Okay, round 855 to the nearest 10. That's going to be 860. Okay, notice here it's giving a little clue when I start typing, enter an integer or a decimal. I've done that, that looks right. Round 4, 44,493 to the nearest 100. If you type in some text or something, like, no, I don't want to do that, it's going to say, no, that wasn't a decimal value. Okay, I completely did that wrong. Okay, so this one, notice that there isn't an option to fix it. Okay, so you want to try to do the best you can on this one. Okay, around 73,311 to the nearest 1,000, that would be 73,000. You can enter the comma and it'll accept it. You don't have to enter the comma in there for that 73,000. Okay, again, I'm done with this assignment for now, and we'll work on it more later. Okay, if I went to go into the gradebook and take a look, okay, I can't do that because I'm teaching the class. But when you do it, you can click on the gradebook and you'll see what your grades are on all the assignments so far. Okay, the last thing I wanted to show you was the textbook. There's a link to the textbook in Canvas, also a link to it right here. Here under section 1.1, it says Introduction to Whole Numbers textbook pages. That's a link directly to that specific section. This link is to the entire textbook, and you can read this in a variety of ways. You can either read it online. I've clicked View Online here. And then this blue hyperlinks, click on that, 1.6, add and subtract fractions. And then this is just like reading anything else online. Just scroll back and forth. There's a search bar up top. You can fill that out. Click over here on contents, of course, to do just as you'd think. Okay, to change sections and whatnot. Okay, table of contents is right here. And so you can look through the table of contents and then choose a specific section if you like. My personal choice is I don't really like the format of this online. So typically what I do is I keep a PDF copy of the book downloaded, and I like to look at that. To me, it's just formatted nicer. Also, it's handy if you have some sort of device like a tablet where you would like to read it offline, um, sitting at the bus stop or something of that sort. So to me, the textbook in PDF format is a little bit easier to read. Your choice, though. You can also buy the textbook if you really want a paper copy of it. Click here where it says order a print copy. That there is totally up to you. It doesn't make a difference to me whether you have a print copy or not. In fact, I'll never know, right? So there's that. That was basically all I wanted to show you about MyOpenMath. If you have any questions on how to get your account set up or how to access any of the assignments or anything else, let me know. And then in the meantime, have a great day.